Hey, so, it's probably the first time I've tried to make a video with my voice like this, but today I wanted to do something a bit different. I wanted to, redesign and rewrite some of my old characters from, like, this really bad old webcomic of mine. I guess I'll also sort of be rewriting the webcomic itself. So, the webcomic in question was called Dream Guardians, and, honestly, I don't remember anything from the story. Shows you how much effort I put into it. You see, at the time, I just really wanted to make something that wasn't fan fiction for a change, but I didn't want to put any effort into it. So the characters in the comic were pretty much just gender-bent versions of my Undertale OCs. Because of that, people thought the comic was related to my Undertale fanfic. Also, the comic story itself was, like, non-existent. So, yeah, let's try and explain what the actual story is. It's about this guy named Fabian, whose father gets kidnapped by, the villain, and taken to this other world. This world is called the Dream World, and it's where dreams are made, I guess. Fabian goes into the Dream World to save his dad, and while there he meets this group of kids called the Dream Guardians. The Dream Guardians fight all these evil people that go into dreams sent by the big bad villain, and yeah, that's all I really remember. The comic was drawn traditionally and wasn't coloured in, so the pages looked like crap. Sadly, I can't find many of the pages on my computer, since all the files were on my old computer, but I did find these. At the time, I didn't really draw much digital art, so that's why there's pretty much no digital stuff here, and also why the comic wasn't digital. I did colour the cover though, however I cannot find it, so the sketch will have to do. Also, this thing. It seems like whenever I try to make a comic monochromatic, it never goes well. Anyway, let's just get into redesigning the characters. So we're going to start off with the main protag, of course. As mentioned before, this guy's name is Fabian, spelled F-A-Y-E-B-I-E-N. I couldn't really find any pictures of him coloured at all aside from this fan art by a really cool artist. Go and follow them. Here's all of I could find of him, and that was, well, you know, just other stuff. Great news when you can't even find a fucking coloured image of your own comic's protagonist, you know, shows how dedicated you are. So Fabian here is a gender-bent version of my Undertale OC, Faye, so I wanted him to look different from her, but I didn't want to completely change him. I decided I wanted him to make him a surfer boy, since I don't really have any surfer characters. Plus, he's a chill guy. I also gave him curly hair so he looks different from my other protagonist, especially since I have another one from another fanfic who is also blonde. I was thinking about giving him really long hair, but decided that made him look too similar to Faye. I also gave him a few markings to symbolize his species. He's half Dreammaker, who are the people who make dreams and stuff. One of his parents was a Dreammaker, but something happened to them. Now for colouring. I decided to give him a tan since he's a surfer boy and lives near the beach. I also gave him dirty blonde hair just to differentiate him. His swimsuit turquoise since his primary colours are blue and gold. By the way, I hate drawing feet and jewellery. I also drew him as a Dream Guardian. In this new version, the Dream Guardians are their own species, but Fabian's not one of them. He becomes an honorary one after he becomes friends with the others. He also gets powers from his Dreammaker half. I wanted the Dream Guardians to be wearing pajama-like outfits because, you know, it's nighttime and dreaming and stuff. Fabian's eyes are gold because of his powers. Humans can't actually enter the dream world physically anyway, but like Fabian can because he's half Dreammaker. I usually don't do shading when it comes to art like this, but because it's for YouTube, I'll make an exception. Also, I decided to change his name to Gabriel since Fabian is too similar to Faye. As for personality, he's a chill guy and he doesn't really want to do too much in life until his dad gets kidnapped, and then he has to get serious. He likes to joke around sometimes. Now for one of my other main characters. She's a gender-bent version of my Undertale OC Brayden. She's a Dream Guardian, so I wanted her to look a little less human. I decided to make the Dream Guardians look sort of like aliens, I guess. You see what I mean when it comes to colouring. I also gave her more summer-themed pajamas compared to Gabriel. I wanted her whole thing to be about fire, so I made sure she was orange as heck. I also had a bit of trouble with the shading being too dark, though that's something that's changed later. I also made her hair look like fire as well. Her wings were a pain to draw though, and even now I'm not really sure about them. I can see her being a very, very serious, like no-nonsense type character, even though she looks like a gremlin. Pretty much Gabe's complete opposite. However, when they're both serious at the same time, that's when things really go downhill. Yeah, whatever. And now, their original Undertale OC counterparts were going to be a couple. And honestly, I don't think that applies to Gabe and Firestone, which is a name I totally didn't make up on the spot. Yeah, they're just friends. Also, she could, like, squish him with just touching him or something. Now, for the final character of this video, the main villain. Or are they? In the original story, the villain... Well, I don't even know what her motivation was, honestly. She did have my favourite design in the series, though. Her name, on the other hand, yeah. Her name was the Adon. A-O-D-A-N, which stands for the Angel of Darkness and Nightmares. That name makes me want to jump off a bridge. I just at least I have some old art of her. I remember being proud of this piece. For this redesign, I scrapped the whole angel thing because my currently ongoing comic has angels and I don't want to get them confused. So instead, I made them into a Dreammaker, you know, the species that Gabriel partly is. They are one of the most powerful Dreammakers alongside their deceased sibling who happens to be Gabe's mother. They make all the nightmares pretty much. They're the scary one. So yeah, the villain of the series is Gabe aunt/uncle. Are they really evil though? Well, they were an interesting character to design. I really wanted to emphasize the night theme even more than their sibling would have. I wanted their eyes to look like moons. I wasn't going to give them legs originally, but then I thought they looked weird without them. As for Adonis's personality, well, they're old and tired and also a bit crazy. And yeah, I gave them a new name. They pretty much do that evil villain laugh, but they're also surprisingly sympathetic, compared to their sibling at least. They also seem to pity Gabe, but why do they capture his father though? Well, it turns out they want to kill their sibling, but their sibling lives inside of Gabe now. Since, you know, they're like controlling him and stuff. And their sibling wants to take over the dream world using Gabe and do a bunch of dystopian stuff, I guess. Finally, I thought of all this when the comic was still going. Anyway, that's all the redesign's done. It's fun going back and remaking these characters. There are a few other more characters from the story. If you guys want to, I'll make another part and you guys can see some of them. Oh, and I'm not really planning to turn this into like a webcomic or anything. I don't really know what I'm going to do with these characters. Maybe I'll do something with them, but I don't know for now. Until next time, thanks for watching. Also, I hope my voice didn't sound too terrible.